Hey, psychologists, here we are one final time into our final week. We made it. We did it. Thank you for being with me here on this ride. Thank you for still continuing to tune in. Your participation in all of this means so much to me. Obviously, nothing that I do is possible without you, so thank you for being here. Thank you for everything you've contributed to this experience. We wrap up therapy techniques this week. I say wrap up, but obviously this is something that you can spend years upon years learning about and studying and experiencing. But I hope this little survey of some of these techniques has been inspirational and useful to you as we remember that brains are incredibly malleable. Nothing is fixed. There's nothing that we're stuck with. There's nothing that can't change. And so I hope that provides a lot of hope and inspiration and insight that we don't always know what'll flip that switch in our brain, but there are switches in there and they can be flipped. So I hope you come away from this class with a lot of hope and a lot of optimism and a lot of curiosity about possibilities that the future might bring you. To get your attendance points for the last week, remember for when we were in the class, obviously the grade book reflects those points. And so when you turn in the log on the 7th, you can just count 5 points every time the grade book's counted 5 points. But for our online portion, you're giving yourself 5 points for every time that you filled out a class synopsis in your portfolio. And then for the last week, to get those attendance points, on Tuesday you'll post on the discussion board just your general concluding thoughts. What you learned, what resonated the most with you, what questions you still have, how this class changed you, just those kinds of things. Those can be really, it's really interesting for me to read, if nothing else, but I'm sure your classmates would love to read them as well. And then on Thursday, I'm inviting you to do your own 3 random things video. Not video, I'm sorry. You don't need a do. You can just post, you can just write 3 random things about you just to continue to share the way I've tried to share all semester. So make that not stressful. Just do whatever is easy for you. If you want to have fun with it, then yes, please do. But also, it's meant to be fun and a freebie. It's not meant to be stress. So I've also posted a meditation for goodbyes that I just created. Feel really good about that. I think a lot of times we don't really process goodbyes properly, so this will give you a chance maybe to process some of those feelings. You can do it for anything, but especially the classroom. A lot of times we just rush to the end of a class and then boom, it's gone, and we're just left with, what happened now and where am I now? And it is a big goodbye. It is a big farewell for us to not be sharing this adventure together anymore. So take some time to process that through that meditation. I've given you a 5 and a 10-minute version. My recommendation is the 10, but if 5 feels more comfortable, then absolutely you've got that available too. So make smart choices for you. I just also be sure to check the gradebook often, because once final grades are in, they're very hard to change. So be on top of things on D2L. If something doesn't look right, let me know ASAP so that I can get you points. If you did a lab but you didn't get points for it or whatever, but you still have your lab sheet or can confirm that you did it, whatever it is, just talk to me so I can make sure that I give you all the points that you've earned before the end here. I really loved this class. I'm usually hesitant to teach an evening class, and I paused about whether or not I wanted to say yes to this class, and that's before I knew we were going to be in a kind of creepy anthropology room. But you all made it such an amazing experience. I feel like we connected in really meaningful ways. You were really open to me being me, and I in turn, I did my best to be really open to you being you, and I hope you felt that openness and appreciated it, because I really did. It really meant a lot to me how much you all trusted me, trusted the experience, and just went along for this ride. So thank you so much for making it a great semester. I really, really appreciate what each and every one of you brought to this ride. I don't know what you'll take away from this class. That's the neat thing about psychology, is you can draw your own lessons. But I hope you find positive ones. I hope, if nothing else, you continue to build more empathy for your fellow human beings, right? It's not just, oh man, those assholes, they're always being so dumb. It's just, oh, well, look, people being people. And hopefully you found more ways to think about your own happiness and your own identity as being malleable and not fixed. So if this class has helped you to break out of some boxes and continue to just make your life uniquely yours in whatever ways that looks like, then I'll be really proud of you and consider all of this a success. I also hope this is not goodbye, just kind of a transition, so please do continue to keep in touch with me. I've provided my Gmail and the video description. That's probably the best way for you to write to me, because I'm not going to be checking my Front Range email over the summer, and then being an adjunct, I never know for sure how long I will be at frontrange.edu, but I'll probably be at Gmail for a long time. So please always feel free to write me there. I always want to hear from you, what you're doing, how life is treating you, which concepts you're continuing to use in your daily life, all of that stuff. Then I'm also including links to Leveled Up's Facebook and YouTube channels, so please be sure to check those out. I post a lot of positivity on the Facebook page, so usually it's just encouragement, positive psychology, mindfulness, some Eastern philosophy, and just things we can do to all be happier. And there's never anything political or divisive, or it's us and it's them. It's all of us, and everything I post is inclusive for all of us. And then on the YouTube channel, I have lots of fun ideas for things that I want to do there with cognitive biases and various psychological topics that we've discussed, etc. So I'm really excited about all that's going to happen there. Stay tuned. It's going to be much more than just meditations. So please subscribe there if you haven't, because I think you'll enjoy seeing how my teaching and exploring of these topics and video editing capabilities continue to evolve in really fun and cool ways. Last but not least, I hope to see you all in another class. So please find me wherever that is on the schedule. It's probably too early to make any assumptions about what the schedule will look like. But even if we end up online, I promise to make that as fun and cool an experience as possible. This semester, you got the version of me that was taking a face-to-face class and then at the last minute turning it into an online experience. But with the summer to prepare for the online class, I promise that I will make it a really great, cool experience. So even if that's the direction things go, and if you're asking me if I think it will, I can't possibly predict, right? We're all kind of just riding out this limbo right now, but hopefully we're riding it out with meditation and mindfulness and a little bit of calm awareness. But one way or another, I hope to see you again. I hope to hear from you again. I hope that you continue to take these lessons that we've explored and employ them in your life and share them with the people that you love. And yeah, I hope to hear from you again soon.